Uh, Very good morning to everyone. I welcome to you all to this amazing learning session that we conduct on every Fridays for 1 hour. My name is Preeti. I'm one of the sales specialists at ProTouch. Before we start, let me give you a quick overview about us. ProTouch is a certification institute which provides upskilling courses to the professionals like HR generalists, HR analytics, advanced certification program, post trainer to deliver post trainings, business analytics manager certification, corporate trainer and facilitator train the trainer certification, certified practitioner coach certification, as well as emotional intelligence trainer and coach certification. We also provide customized programs. So all the programs are accredited by the topmost bodies like ICF, SHRM, HRCI, CPDA, and IBEC. I'm so glad to see many existing students, team members, and inspiring students of ProTouch who have joined this amazing learning session. I would like to know from the audience, do you communicate with people with the help of facial expressions? If anyone asks me this question, you can please share your concern. You can raise your hand. You can put in your queries, your concern in the chat box, your experiences. I would like to repeat my question once again. Do you communicate with people with the help of facial expressions? Anything anyone would like to share? Sure. Saurabh has mentioned yes every day. Sujit, yes. Thank you so much. Lucia with a smile on the face. Thank you so much, Lucia. Yes, Umang.
Yes, thank you so much, Preeti ma'am. Thank you for this opportunity. Yes, actually, we do use facial expressions on day-to-day conversations. For example, if I have to say yes to somebody, I'll smile and simply knock my head. If I have to say no, I'll again do the same, but in different way, right? If I'm feeling sad, my facial expressions will be different. If I'm angry, my facial expressions is different. At this particular point of time, I am expressing my facial expressions to show my reactions towards something, but that is also a mode of communication. The people would be able to relate with that, the person's mood, when they will recognize that facial expression which I'm showing. So facial expressions are very good way to check what mood the person is going through. So I think this is very important for us.
Excellent. Excellent. Thank you, Umang.
Most welcome, Mr. Subhash.
Yeah.
I
Rajkumar wants to talk, I believe.
Yes, Rajkumar ji.
Yeah,
Rajkumar.
good morning, everyone. I just wanted to share my experience, right? When it becomes little difficult or uncomfortable situation, especially in your office or in any kind of corporate gathering, right? When I disagree with somebody's point or opinion, first thing is I avoid eye contact. And when they actually want us to comprehend, we will not be that fluent. My eye contact will be missing, my eyebrows will grow up, and I kind of, become very relaxed and lethargic. Then when I have very interested person who is talking, I'll always have a proper eye contact. I'll always have nodding my head, showing some expression. Instead of saying yes, I would be like, yeah, right. That smile, that, eyebrow movements, everything comes up. Yes, of course, I strongly believe that this session is really, really going to benefit everyone. And I'm
Yeah.
looking forward to, guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Now we can start, I believe, Shubhashri.
Yes, Preeti, Preeti, are you gonna, is Preeti there? Kashish, can we begin?
Yeah.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Thank you for finding time and being here this morning. I'm really grateful for all of you being present here. Now let me start with something, okay? While I'll talk to you, okay? Let me just finish some work and I'll talk to you. Huh? Hi, good morning. Nice to see everyone here. Okay. Wait, please wait a minute, huh? Please wait a minute here. Now you must be thinking that I've really lost my mind, but I do not. There's a point that I'm trying to make, that if we are trying to present any content, if I am trying to make a good point, but my non-verbal communication is not associated with it, is not complementing my words, it will not make an impact. Now imagine if I continue talking to you throughout like this, right? Like this, like this. I'm sure in next 5 minutes, one of you is going to tell me to keep my phone down and talk to you properly. It is distracting. It loses the impact that we are trying to make here. Okay. Now tell me something here. Think of the most influential non-verbal communicator you know of and tell me. Give me one name that you can think of and tell me about it.
Hi Subhasri, I'm Sujit. Good
Hi
morning.
Sujit, good morning.
So I cannot tell the name, but I have seen in that DD channel, news channel, they are doing some
Yes, the
symbols and they
translators.
communicate everything actually. And we understand at least a few things we understand if we regularly watch that.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Thank you. Thank you for sharing. Mr. Bean, I see a lot of Mr. Beans here. Let
Charlie
me
Chaplin.
let me tell you, we don't have to go too far. Remember our mothers when guests were home, everything was laid out that you like to eat. You want to pick up something, but your mother is gazing you from some corner of the house, from some part of the room. And then just with her eyes, you know that you're not supposed to do that. And if you pick it up, you know what is waiting for you after the guests have gone home. So we just see that, let me tell you this, only 33% of the communication that we do is words. 70% of it is conveyed through the actions that we complement with those words. Now, to begin with this session, let us start with the most contagious non-verbal communication in the world, a big laugh. Let us all give out a big laugh and be grateful for being here this morning and congratulate each other for being each other's support system. Let's laugh, guys. Let's laugh. Let's have a big out laugh for each one of us. Yes, yes, that's the laugh I'm talking about. Now you see, just one smile in the room can lift everyone's mood up without even saying a word, right? Now with that, let me start sharing my screen. Okay. Now I'm just going to start with a little video. Now that we have set the context that the importance of non-verbal communication creates an impact that goes beyond the word. Sometimes we just don't need word. Now imagine if I tell somebody, oh, it might be so difficult to deal with you with this. Will the person ever trust me? The smile on my face and my words are just not going with each other. I am not being genuine about showing my concern for the other person. Let's start with a little video.
This is obviously key to us because everything we
Is it audible to everyone?
this is obviously key to us because everything we do pushing live is there's that bell curve of traffic to the content decays over time. SEO is going to prop that up across the first and second years of it. And then avoid low-hanging fruit. So this is really a fallacy I can call out for the reporter.
Yeah, ma'am.
Now, in the remaining of the video, the two boys continue to talk each other. There is no concern about that is a meeting going on. The person who's taking the session is least interested. He's just, focusing on delivering the information. So that's the thing here. Everybody is present, but they are still absent. They are not focused on what is going on. They are not present in the moment. They are not engaging with the content being shared. And it's both ways. The instructor also is just giving the information out there, and it's not engaging with the people and making sure that they are understanding this. Okay. Now, non-verbal communication sometimes can be enough in itself, and a lot of times it complements what we say. Sometimes, like we just got, if I have to say a no, I'll do this. If I have to say a yes, I'll do this. Imagine babies. They run their world around for first 6, 7 months through non-verbal communication. So it is such a strong medium to convey what you're saying and to create an impact that it sometimes overpowers the words that come out. The genuinity, the trust is built when the non-verbal communication is complementing the words that we say out. Especially in an organization, in a corporate structure, sometimes non-verbal communication, the way your team members are acting, the way they are behaving. For example, if there is a really good performer in your team, and if there somehow you see that they are not performing very well, or for some reason they're not just being themselves, you can make out from their actions. So it's very, very important to not only communicate non-verbally, but also observe what is going on and how the other person is reacting through their non-verbal actions. Can we take any questions? Is there something that I can answer for you, please? Can we move ahead? Is it good? Sure. Now I'll request Bharti to move on and help us understand how non-verbal communication works and what are the different facets of it. Bharti, over to you, please.
Certainly. Thank you so much, Shubhashri. Uh, Hi, everyone. I'm Bharti, your soft skill trainer, and I'm also a certified corporate soft skill trainer with 10 years of professional experience in different sector. I'm a good communicator and confident builder. Thank you for giving me this opportunity. So, give me a moment. Okay. We have forms of non-verbal communications here. As Subhashri said, we have an appearance. Here you can see there's a facial expression, eye contact, gesture, proximity, and a touch. They all are different from each other. So I would like to show another slide. Uh, okay. In a non-verbal communication, there are some facial expression. They say the face conveys more than 1,000 words, isn't it? Is it right? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I would like to ask you, can you put on a chat box the different kinds of facial expression rather than what is there in the slide? Anger, crying, okay, disgust, depression. Thank you so
Mood.
much. Thank you so much. Yeah. See, I'm going to talk about a universal facial expression in nonverbal communication. Refer to those facial expressions that are organized and understood across different culture background. The concept was popularized by a psychologist, Paul Ekman, who identified 6 primary emotions that we argue are universally expressed through uh, specific facial expression. That is, one first thing is happiness. Let me talk about happiness. A genuine smile involves the raising of the concern of the mouth, often accomplished by clinking around the eyes, known as crow feet. This expression is universally associated with happiness, joy, and assument. Is that right? Any comments?
Attendance,
Okay,
please
let me.
mention something so that it can motivate us also.
Okay, okay. Let me go with another topic. That is sadness. The primary indicator of sadness is downward turn of the concern of the mouth and a slight lowering of the eyebrows, often accomplished by dropping of the eyelid. Tears pouring out may also be present, isn't it? We see sometimes when we are sad, we just keep our face and we start crying. There is lots of expression when we are sad. Facial expressions are responsible for considering positions, and at the same time, if we go to fear is a typically expressed through wide eyes, raised eyebrows, and slightly open mouth. The eyes may appear tensed and bulged, and lip may be pressed together and slightly patterned. Do you agree with this? Do everyone agree with this?
Yes, totally.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anger is often, let me go to the anger. Anger is often characterized by narrow eyes, twinted jaws, muzzles, and lower eyebrows, giving the impression of furrowed brows. The mouth may be pressed into thin line and slightly open with the lips drawn tightly together. Is that right?
Right.
Very
Let
right,
me go to
Bharti.
surprise. Surprise indicates wide eyes, raised eyebrows, and open mouth. The eyes may be raised high on the forehead and jaw may drop slightly. And disgust is a typical expression through a wrinkled of nose, raised up lips, and downturned mouth. These eyebrows may also be pulled together and the eye may narrow. See, these six universal facial expressions are believed to be intent and involuntarily adaptive services as efficient means of communication for basic emotions. While there may be cultural variations in intensity or frequency of these expressions, research suggests that their core elements are universally understood. These university supports the nation that certain aspects of human emotion expresses are biologically determined rather than learned through socialization. Do you agree? Do everyone agree?
Yeah, correct.
Is there any questions that you would like to ask me? Okay. Okay. Then I'll move on to another slide. Before moving on to another slide, I would like to ask, what are the different types of gesture? In one word, please. You can put it on in a chat box. Hand movement, yes. Pointing, yes. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. In nonverbal communication, gesture refers to the physical movements, posture, and expressions that conveys meaning without use of word. Gesture can be international or uni-international and can carry various meaning depending on cultural context, individual interruptions, and the special situation. Common gestures varies depending on culture context, but some gestures are widely recognized and used in many parts of the world. Like we know we have, you can see we have thumbs up, no, thumbs up, and we have thumb down, and we have handshake, and also we wave, pointing, and nodding, shaking head, open palms, palms across, arms across, isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes.
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
thank you.
Yes.
So let me go with thumbs up. Thumbs up, it is commonly used in indicating approval, agreement, or success. Thumb down, it is typically used to signify disapproval, disagreement, or failure. Shaking hands. A shaking hand involves grasping other person's hand and shaking it up and down. It is commonly greeting gesture. In mainly culture is often used to convey goodwill and respect. And we use waving hands, involves moving the waving back and forth, usually with the palm facing outward. It is commonly used as friendly greeting or farewell gesture, right? Let me go to the pointing. Pointing involves extending the index finger to indicate a draw attention something, while pointing with one finger is generally acceptable in many cultures. It essentially be aware that pointing with the index finger can be considered rude or disrespectful in some cultural where it more appropriate to gesture with the open hands and use the entire hand to point, isn't it?
And
Yes
Bharti,
or no?
excuse me, Bharti.
Yes, Sujit.
Sujit here. Yeah, sometimes this pointing one finger is it shows some authoritarian style or something like
Yes,
that. Maybe.
yes, you're right. You're
If
right. So it is better we show we raise the hand and we just show them. So instead of pointing out. Okay. Thank you, Sujit. And nodding and shaking head. Nodding involves moving the head up and head down, and it's typically used in indicating agreement, affirmation, or understanding. Shaking head from side to side is often used to signify disagreement, refusal, or disposal, or disapproval. Is it right?
Yep.
Okay. Open palms. We use open palms. Showing open palms with the hand facing upward is often interrupted as gesture of honesty, openness, or submission. It can be used to convey sincerity or to be demonstrated that one has nothing to hide. Is that right? Yes? Do you agree?
Yes.
Okay. Crossing arms. We cross our arms. Crossing the arms over the chest or conveying defensiveness, resistance, and disagreement. However, it can also be comfortable or relaxed posture for some individuals. Some interruptions should consider contacts and additional clues. These are just few examples of common gesture, but it's important to remember that the meaning of gesture can vary significantly across culture and individual contexts. It's always a good idea to be mindful of cultural differences and to consider the specific situation when interrupting or using gesture in
Dinesh wants to
communications.
talk.
Is that right?
Yeah, so
Yes.
what Bharti, you were saying it correct for the closed hand. So when we have the closed arms, I think it also reflects the non-approachability sometimes,
Yes.
and it's
Thank
a
you.
kind of a restricted approach as well. So whenever we
Yes.
are talking, so we have to be a little more open and moving the hands. So I think
Yes. Yes.
it indicates.
Thank you,
Just
Dinesh.
just to
Thank
add
you,
to
Dinesh.
Anybody else? Yes.
just to add to Bharti's point, one of the most important gesture that we often miss out, especially in a corporate setup, is talking while keeping your hands in pocket. Especially if you're talking to seniors, especially if you're talking to somebody who you want to show genuine interest, it's always a good idea to keep your hands out of the pocket and talk. Otherwise, it just
Yes.
loses the credibility and the trust when you're talking. So, especially
Yes.
when you're reaching out to your seniors, or if you're talking in a setup where you want to establish yourself as a person that can be trusted, never put your hands in
Yes.
pocket and have a conversation. That's very important.
Sejal,
Thank you, Subhashri. Thank you.
Sejal,
Yes, Sajil.
Yes, Subhash. Hi, good morning. How are you?
hi, good morning.
Yes, Subhash. Hi, good morning. How are you? Yes, Subhash.
Fine.
Hi, good morning. How are you? I regarding the hand gestures, as we have, witnessed the cricket industry. The hand gesture is so important into the cricket, in the field of cricket, that it gets to be judged on the basis of gesture
Yes,
that is played by the umpire.
Yeah.
certainly.
Yeah, so
Thank you so
the
much.
importance of hand gestures is really significant in the field of, I would say, cricket.
Yeah, and the non-verbal communication is very strong in the cricket field, because otherwise the opponents can know the tricks. So automatically they non-verbally they want to talk with each other. They want to instruct. Thank you, Sejal, to highlighting this. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sajil. Okay, I'll move on to another slide that's called proximity. What is proximity according to you? Can you put on chat box one word about proximity, please? Nearby. Thank you. Near. Distance. Yes. Okay, thank you so much. Let me go ahead. Proximity or a personal space can be divided into four main zones based on the distance between individuals. These zones are intently outlined by anthropologist Edna T. Hall in his book, The Hidden Dimensions, and are commonly referred to as Hall's four zones of proximity. Intimate zone, we have 0 to 18 inches, or it is known as 0 to 45 centimeter. This zone is reserved for very close relationships such as intimate partner or family members. Physical contact such as hugging or whispering is common within this zone. Of this space by strange or acquaintancy can be preserved and intensive or unforgettable. Do you agree? Do everyone agree with this?
Yes.
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 Thank you. And we also have another zone that's called as personal zone. It's 18 inches to 4 feet or 45 centimeter to 1.2 meters of personal zone. This zone is typically of interaction among friends, family members, and colleagues. Conversation within these zones are usually casual and involve moderate intimacy. People may feel uncomfortable sharing personal information within these distance, but may still maintain some level of boundary. Do you agree with this? With the personal zone? Do everyone agrees?
Yes.
Thank you. And let me go to the social zone. Social zone is 4 to 12 feet or 1.2 to 3.7 meter. This zone is common in formal or professional settings, such as meeting or public speaking engagements. Interaction within these zones are more formal and less intimated, involving discussions of general topics. Maintaining this distance allows for uncomfortable communications while still preserving a sense of personal space. Do you agree?
Yes.
Do everyone agree? Thank you.
Yes.
And we have lastly, it's called as public zone. It's a 12 feet or 3.7 meters beyond. This zone is characterized of public space such as parks, auditorium, or crowd streets. Communication within this zone is typically more formal and informal or impersonal, often involving public speaking or addressing larger group. People within this zone may not have direct interaction with each other and may maintain a great physical distance. So all these zones are not fixed, can vary depending on culture norms, individual preferences, and specific situations. Understanding and respecting these zones of proximity can help individual navigate social interaction effectively and avoid making other feel uncomfortable or threatened by invading these personal space. Is that right? Am I right?
Yeah.
Anybody has any query or anything to me suggest me, please do go ahead and please suggest me. It would be grateful.
Bhati, just to complement what you're saying, I would want to add an example here. Let's imagine you have your you have your reporting manager in office and you're working, right?
Yes.
You may be sharing a very good bond with that person. You might be going out for coffee, having conversations, chit chat. But imagine when you sit with the same person for your appraisal discussion. You don't sit side to side. You sit across
Yes.
the table.
Yes.
What I'm trying to emphasize here is that these boundaries of proximity also change with the nature of discussions you're having, right? You're very close to your family members, but when something very serious is about to being discussed, we all sit in a way that we are distant, but still can talk to each other.
Yes,
So
you're
these
right.
zones are also very complementary to the nature of conversations you're having. When you want to
Yes.
punish your kid for something, you always maintain a distance. You don't make them sit in your lap and have that conversation. It's always
Yes.
a very professional kind of a conversation where you're trying to make them understand what they have done and what could be the probable repercussions of it. So all
You're
of
right.
these zones have to be, and imagine if I'm meeting you for the first time and I go and hug you, you'll be like, okay, what is happening?
Yes,
Just,
you're right.
yeah, just talk to me first, like shake my hand, have a like establish some contact before you come into my personal zone and start hugging me. So
Yes,
it's very important how close we stand to a person or how we maintain this distance while talking to the person.
you're right. You're right,
But
Subhashri.
I
Thank you
want
so
to
much.
add one more things here.
Yes,
Shubhashri,
Subhashri.
I have my own experience. During my MBA course, we are having the body language and we are using that in the marketing. I am using that very seriously in the marketing and I have got many contacts. If you want to win the contact, if anybody is in the group is in the marketing, they can use it. If you want to win the contact, you need to go there in the personal zone of the authority. If you can go there, he will be actually pushed to sign the contract or be agree with you. Sometimes it helps you, and I have got many times the result as a marketing head.
Great.
This is real experience I'm sharing. And now I am not going to market, but I will definitely market some other things, but not that kind of market. But who are actually in the marketing field, doing some negotiations, finalize the deal, try to use this proximity as a tool, and it will in the final stage, if they are having any hesitation, it will go out, it will go out
Okay.
by force.
Okay. Any suggestions or any questions, please?
No, it's all
Okay.
very clear. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much, Agnes. Okay, then I will say Shubhashri to go ahead and then continue with his, you know, uh,
Yeah,
non-verbal
I will.
communication.
Thank you, Bharti, and thank you, Shubhashri. Yeah, thank you all for so much participant here. And we are really cherished. But I feel that we are slightly tired. So we should have some energizers. Yeah? Huh?
Yeah.
So I'll
Yes.
give you small energizers activities, something like that, that you can just throw your hands both sides.
We can't hear you.
Subhashi, I think you're
Agnes is not doing, I believe.
yes. Okay.
Okay.
You can do like this, and you can stretch backwards and forward. You move like this, and you can stretch your leg wherever you are sitting. Try to stretch your leg and try to stretch your heads, move your head. Are you feeling energetic? How you will express this energy level without any verbal communication?
I'll do Swazi. How? Yes, I got it. Got the energy.
Nice.
Nice, Ajit. Thank you.
I think voice is not coming. I think.
No, yeah. Is it clear now?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah,
Yes,
yes,
it
yes.
is. Yes, it is.
So if I tell like this, that I am very, very energetic, will it work?
No.
No.
So there comes the non-verbal communications, effect on non-verbal communications with the verbal communications. If it's not the word you are speaking, it's the word how you are speaking. It is the without non-verbal communication, your communication may not be perfect at all, may not be welcomed by the others. It's a great part of the communications. I want to show a small video. Shubhashri, can you show that?
Yes, Subhashi, let me pull that up.
How strong the non-verbal communication? Okay, so now I want the slide, Shubhashri.
Just a second, sir.
Yeah.
Is it visible?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Non-verbal communications, actually, we are covering so many points, but one of the postures is also very important. Postures means how your body, you are bending, how your body is moving, how your total body, it may be leaning towards the in front, or it's like that, or you are stretch, you're straight, your side. Means these are the things which matters. If you are stretching your body and you're straight, you're moving straight, and your back is not down, your shoulders is not uh, lazy, showing lazy, it will affect, it will give the real effect. That is the postures. And also the appearance. Appearance means whatever you are wearing, how you are carrying yourself, all these matters in the communications. If with a torn shirt, if I communicate very serious matters, but nobody will hear, nobody will listen to me, nobody will behave properly with me. Will it? Is it not correct?
Correct. Yes.
Any disagreement?
Yeah.
Non-verbal communication like touch. Touch is the one of the most important part. Means touch is also different because the personal touch and the professional touch all are the different. But one is the handshake. Handshake is one of the in case of the handshake also there are so many things are there. If you want to command, then your handshake, your hands should be top of the others. This is body language says that if the person who is commanding, or if the two leaders, two prime ministers meet, if you observe that they will try to keep hands straight because nobody wants to be under anybody. You just observe, then you'll find the handshake means a lot. Means if your hand is loose and the others are gripping it tightly, means he is showing his authority. Don't allow to do this if you are not willing to give him the authority or give her the authority. And also there, if your hands are very strong and you're holding too much, means maybe more than 10 seconds of time, like that, that will also will affect very badly in your next communications, in your total communications. If you are gone and you're sometimes you'll see that you are holding the hands tightly and continuously for more than 10 seconds or like that, then it will reflect that you are trying to win the situations. You are showing your command, you're showing authority that may or may not like by the others. So these are the handshake points. If you find that even our hands or we are having an aura. The in the whatever the proximity they're saying that already Bharti explained in detail. It's an aura we are carrying, everyone. And if that 0 to 18-inch space is our aura, means so only the intimate relationship, whatever we have mentioned in the slides, that is that nobody you are going to allow except any intimate person in that area. That is the actual points there. And in the next place, you can allow so many, just what the mentioned and Subhash mentioned, that in the group also, in the personal relationship also, you will like to them. And the second one, just like that patting, you will find that patting is another touch. And that just like your father, when he was patting you, oh, you know that I have done something good. Good and something good, and only for that reason, father is feeling proud and he's patting me. All these touch are different. We have to understand that it cannot be used universally. It cannot be used to everyone. All the touch, even the we hold the friends, that we cannot hold others like that. That Subhashi was saying that if entering inside a meeting and immediately hug anybody, then you feel like very odd situation. You know what happened here? I don't know why is that person is hugging me immediately. I don't know him even. And that is that it is also known as haptic communications. There is also negative feelings, just I have mentioned, and that if anyone hold your hands too much, it may be very negative feelings. If anybody hug you immediately after meeting, hello, something like that, then you may not like. Any question on this? This touch?
No.
It's very actually this brings about a point that action speaks louder than words.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, action because it actually if the action is not there or in the non-verbal communication is not proper, then it may reduce the effect of your verbal communication. Verbal communication, no doubt, without verbal communication, we cannot communicate properly. But without that supports with the non-verbal communication, and that support is very strong. It is more than 60% support from the non-verbal. Just I have shown that after I want to show my energy, and if I'm looking like that with the cross hands, the cross hands pose itself shows that I am not agreeing with you, or I am not energized at all. It's just like that. So the next slide, please. If any question is there, not there. Eye contact. Eye contact is another one. The eye contact, even for the young children, also young boys and girls, eye contact means a lot. But at the age also, in the professional career also, the eye contact is the most vital things. If you are very serious on the matter and a disagreement is there, then your eye contact may be prolonged, and your face may be very staff face, staff look. So you always give like that, so that it is you want to express that I am in disagreement with you, but you may not disagree on the face of it on the by the verbal communication, but you can give the very bold look or very tough look that I am not agreeing with that. Even with the seniors, sometimes we play like that. That no, sir, I am not saying anything, but he will understand that you are not agreeing with him. The eye contact is so vital. It can move otherwise. And in any communication, if you want to, if you are not going to make the eye contact with your participant, then they feel bored. They feel that I am not being observed. They feel not connected. So eye contact is so important, even in the family, even in the very close relationship. Everywhere, eye contact is very important. Even Shubhashri was mentioning, when you are teaching something to your children, then also, yes, Dinesh,
Yeah, hi Subhashji.
yeah,
So in my opinion, like it's very important that the eye contact that you're talking about. However, there is a little bit I would like to add on uh, that it's a difference between a stare and an eye contact or a gaze. Because if you
yeah,
just look at a person consistently for a long period, so that means it becomes a kind of a staring, which is uncomfortable for the other person. However, if you are looking at and just gazing around as well, like after 3 seconds, it becomes uncomfortable
yeah.
for the second
If
person.
it is more than 3 seconds,
Yes.
Dineshji, if it is more
Yeah.
than 3 seconds, it's difficult. It
It's
will
very
be it
difficult.
will be negative. It
It's
will be
exactly. Yep.
yeah. It will
Yes.
be negative. No, backslide, please. It's mentioned also here in our slides also. Making too much eye contact with other people can be perceived as confrontational and intimidating. Then if I am keep on looking towards you, then you'll feel what is happening, Mr. Kumar. Is there any issue with me? Or you will be very, very shaky. There's something wrong with me or what?
Yeah.
Your
Yeah,
brain
right.
is not proper or something
Yeah.
is somewhere wrong. You will feel. That is also dangerous. And
Yeah.
also, if the slight eye contact means just touch and go, that also very bad. That also
Yeah.
very bad means you are not looking towards him or towards her. You are just viewing the whole area, something like that. It will reflect.
Yeah.
And in the relationship, eye contact plays a maximum role. Any relationship, with your boss, with your junior, with your subordinate, with your partners, with your customers, with your competitors, everywhere. Eye contact is one of the most important things. And the non-verbal without non-verbal communication, we cannot move at all. Without the body language, actually, the body language, these are all parts of our body language. If your body language does not show the willingness or the sincerity, so nothing, no communication can be successful. I request everybody to practice body language, and it can be done. It can be done. How you know that it can be done by the through the mirroring. It can be achieved. The advantage is that you can achieve the body language. The expert, you can be expert in the body language, and with the mirroring. Before any meeting, we are doing also like that. Before any meeting, if I know the person, I was practicing in the mirror itself. No, 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 not like that. No, I'll tell you, I'm giving you a small suggestion. Means if you practice, so your body language also improves. So when you go, enter in the actual meeting, then your body language say a lot, and it will be acceptable. Any question, any I will like to answer. Any participant is having any doubt or any clarification needed?
No, it's very clear. Subhash, you really brought out the whole context of body language very nicely. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you, Dineshji.
Yep, thank
Uh,
you. It's like good insight, and yeah, it's
this we feel that this is it's not very much well touched topic, but it is one of the most important topic in our life, in any relation. I mean, with your children, with your means parents, everywhere. If
yeah.
your parents is telling something, and just like the we are showing the video in the initial phase, that if you are behaving like that, the parents will say that I am nobody is hearing me, nobody is attending me. They are just physically present, but mentally they are
Yes,
not present. They will feel lonely automatically. The
yes, you're
family
right.
inside the family, the distance becoming bigger only for that reason. Our body language is not at all as per the situation. We are talking with someone, but we are looking to our phone, and we are very seriously doing, yeah, huh, yeah, I am here. You can continue. Something like that. What kind of relation we'll find ultimately? That our body is not supporting that discussion. That it happens, it especially happens between the couples, even with myself and my wife also, my better half. Yeah, but it happens. Yeah, but we should be very cautious that it should not cross the limit. When it is crossed, it will cross the limit. Please try to keep the limit. Try to bring her or bring him within the limit, so that our relationship maintain and we have a happiness and a peaceful life.
Right, Subhaji.
Yeah,
I
and it
would
You're right.
is like
Too.
sorry,
no,
Shubhashri.
I,
I
then
just wanted to say that a better eye connect can lead to a better emotional connect as well. So that's the
Yeah,
whole thing um, which is being
empathy.
presented. So it's like a good thing to know about.
Yeah, it's a part of empathy also.
Yep,
Means
it is.
in the empathy, the body language matters, and non-verbal communication matters maximum. Because whenever you go on the ladder, many people, I have seen the many young batchmates. I have suggestion for them. Many people, many young guys will come to you to share something. Allow them. They should feel comfortable. Make a field, make a aura of yourself that everyone can come towards you, and they can discuss. In my life, I have experienced so many discussion, so many sensitive matters they have discussed with me. Many sensitive matters, and there your guidance may be life changing for them. And if
Subhaji,
in
I
the
would, yeah. Subhaji, I would just like to add a little story here. I mean,
yeah,
before
tell
we
me.
wrap up this session, just to emphasize the importance of eye contact here. Is
Mhm.
everyone okay with Hindi? Can I speak in Hindi? Or
Sure, sure. No,
Is
no,
it
someone, I believe that someone is not able to speak in
sure, sure. We'll do this. So, my mother used to tell me that माँ अपने बच्चों को उनकी आंखों से पहचानती है, which means a mother can easily distinguish what their kids are up to just by their eyes. So, a little story. I just come back from school, and like usual, my mom is asking how's the day and everything, and I'm not making any eye contact with her. I'm like, yeah, it's fine, it's good, like usual and everything, and I just go about doing my things. She notices and she calls me. She's like, क्या हुआ है? What happened? Like, principal has called you to school tomorrow. She's like, now I know why you're not looking me in the eye and you're not talking to me. What happened? Now tell me. So just the way it is that
Yeah.
with eye contact, like if mothers can know, so can the people close to you or the people who you work with. It's very important to make sure that, in instances where your eye contact is needed, please go ahead and make it. But be very cautious, like Subhashji said, there is a difference between gazing and staring and having a fruitful conversation through your eye expression. So with that, if there are any questions, all three of us would love to answer it for you. Please let us know. We'd like to engage in a conversation right now. Anything would want to share, if you want to ask, we'll be more than happy to answer that for you.
Yes, please.
Any experiences if you would like to share, please?
You can mention in the chat also.
Suggestions or any thing that we missed out and you want to add in it, please feel
Any
free.
special experience they want to share?
I will just recollect one of the things with the hand gestures and the open palms, which Bharti you were telling. So it was like we have we should also include namaste. It's a very warm way of showing your gesture, and even the salutes in the forces. So the way they salute and their march and their walk, it's a part of their body language, and it's how beautifully it brings it up in the Republic Day parade or maybe anywhere when you go. For instance, if you go to Wagah border, if you someone would have seen that ceremony being happening there.
Yeah,
it's amazing. Means
amazing.
So that's
Dinesh
all.
ji, we also have in militaries also in police departments. Even if you see in hospitality industry,
Yes.
when they get into hospitals, when they're going for the operation theater, you can see there are more facial expressions than the talk they talk before.
Yeah, so
Instead of communications, even they're asking the scissor, it is an action. You
yeah.
can see.
Yes.
So that they want complete silence in the operation theater, so where things are coming into their hand with their only non-verbal communication, with their actions, with the facial expressions.
Exactly. Yeah.
My request is to everyone, from now onwards, please take non-verbal communication very seriously. It will make your life amazing. It will make your life amazing. Your body language, your face expressions, your eye contact, everything. Just think of it and it will change the situation. It will change the situation. This is my guarantee.
Yes.
You will find magic.
So may I add something from my experience?
Yes, Agnes.
So guys, it's been some time since COVID and I've been taking online classes, VILT sessions. Okay. Now there is not a personal connection. It's online like this, like you and me right now. Now there will be people like this. Now today we have 50 people here on this session. Amazing. So how do you make them also interact with body language? Okay, so I set a stage in the beginning. I say, I know you're in Bangalore, Hyderabad, wherever you are. I am here. So guys, let's establish a non-verbal connection. If you understood me, all of you will give me a big head nod like this. And if you haven't, please have a side to side. You know what? It automatically brings a smile on their face. Okay, so now tell me, have you understood? The entire class goes with a big nod. I said, I want a big one. Okay, so you also establish a rapport with your audience.
Relationship.
Yes, a rapport, and they feel comfortable to interact with you. So these are small little things which you can't do in a personal proximity. Like Bharti was explaining about personal proximity, the spaces, right? But you can do this virtually as well.
Yeah.
So yes, guys, it was really wonderful. Thank you so much. Very beautiful insight.
Thank you, Agnes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Anyone else, if you would like to share, we have some more time. Would like to engage with all of you as well. Anyone else would like to share their experience?
Yeah, Umang.
I see, yes, Umang is here. Please, Umang, go ahead.
First of all, thank you so much, Subhashri, Bharti, and Subhash sir, for giving this session to us. Obviously, it was very understanding, and even I was able to relate with everything because I did not want to disturb anyone in between. I just wanted to take the entire session completely and then put my point. So it was really wonderful to listen to all of you. And
Thank you.
one thing that I have an opinion on, and I would like to share that thing about eye contact. When we talked that eye contact is staring, correct? So what my understanding says that eye contact is something that has been done with two parties. If I am talking to somebody, then I am also talking to you and I'm making eye contact with you while talking to you. But staring is something that has been done by a single party only. Correct me if I'm wrong here. So I think there is a difference
Yes.
between eye contact and staring. So we should have to. So this is what my opinion is. So I
Yeah.
feel that
Yeah, you're right.
And
it would
staring
be
is
better
very
for you as well.
important at up to certain age.
Yes, exactly. But yes, so that was my opinion on that. So I feel that if you agree or disagree, please do let me know your opinion on
No, no,
that.
yeah, 100% correct.
No, no,
100%.
we agree. We agree with you.
I think Umang also wants to speak. Ashwin, please go ahead.
Yeah, first of all, congratulations. It's something new because we have heard many things, but it is the non-verbal. What are the exactly things we have gone through it? And congratulations for the team because
Thank
getting a
you.
new topic and a new
Thank you.
interest
New.
for us.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Koshish,
So, like, I would say it was a great session. Like,
thank
all of
you.
you, like, you use the interaction things, the skit in the beginning, Subhashri, all of this was a great learning for all of us. And the proximity thing that Bharti used, that what is the social thing and intimacy. So, that is a new learning. So, it was a great session. Keep it up.
Thank you, Kashish.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. It's 12.
Anyone else? We'd still have like a minute to go before the scheduled time.
Any suggestions?
Yeah. Any suggestions, any feedback, anything you would like to share? Thank you, Shivani. We read your comment here. Thank you very much. Thank you for your encouragement, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you for all the participants who participated today. And we were wrong or right. Sometimes you were so patiently and listening to us. And it was a great platform from ProTouch and given us such a big opportunity. I'm really thankful for the
We
ProTouch.
should
I'm
we should
also,
applaud.
very new to this.
We should applaud
And
all of
yes,
us.
thank
Very
you.
good.
So I am
Thank
really
you.
thankful to
Great
ProTouch for
audience.
giving me
Thank
this
you.
opportunity. And I'm really happy and done today. Thank you.
So we are giving
And
non-verbal communication.
so
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very
so
much.
this is a non-verbal communication from my side to all of you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
the expression in our face speaks it all. And the non-verbal
And
communication.
Dinesh, don't use this sign in Germany or
No.
in
I know that. I know that,
or in
Subhashji. I know
Russia.
that.
It will boomerang. So I
Because
have heard from Shubhashri. I have heard from Shubhashri
the,
in
the,
Germany, Russia, and Brazil. It will be
then
boomerang. They
then
will
we have to
take
take
it
another
seriously.
session. We have to
Yeah.
take another session, Subhashji, with the
Gestures.
geographies, gestures and the geographies.
Geography. Gestures and geography is nice topic.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys. Thank you
Thank you
so much.
so
Thanks a
much.
lot. Thanks
Thank
a lot,
you. I think
everybody.
we will
Thanks a
Thank
wrap
you
lot.
it
to
up.
everyone.
Thank
Subhashji,
you for
Bharti,
joining.
and
Thank
Subhashri.
you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you so much,
Okay, bye.
everyone.
Bye.
Thanks
Bye.
for joining.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you. Bye
you.
bye. Any more? Koshish?